What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. I know it's been a crazy week the last couple of days with a bunch of obviously NFT, ENS news going down. I'm not sure if anyone else in this community got to their airdrop their ENS. I unfortunately did not, regretting it. But for those who did, awesome, congrats. We got a couple cool things cooking on the I Got It side, both on the physical memorabilia as well as the digital memorabilia. And before we get into it, I'd like to apologize. A little bit under the weather, so if I sound a little nasally or anything like that, you just know I'm pushing through. Um, yeah, so a couple quick things on what we're going to go over today. I'm going to kind of touch on a couple of immediate um, action items that I got it's working on in the short term on again digital and on physical. Give you guys some little insight there. If Joe is able to make it, we'll have him on. If not, he'll be on next week. He's traveling. Quite the busy man, willing and dealing. So we'll make sure to get him on and get him introduced to you guys. As well, what we're going to start doing on these weekly calls is um, it is we want to help spread the community, and we want people to really start to build relationships and see what motivates other charter buyers to do what they do and to be a part of the community. So we're going to be bringing in a couple of charter holders every week to introduce themselves and to ask questions live, and just to give a little bit of background on how they learned about their athlete, why they joined the charter program, and things like that. Then Austin is going to be breaking down some cool things that we're going to be implementing in the community. I'll save the details for him, and then at the end, I'll start answering all the questions that are in the NFT Talk channel. So it's not too late. If you have any questions, feel free to keep loading them up, and we'll make sure we get to it. So obviously, today was the end of the Vlad Guerrero initial offering Charter Club NFT. Ronald Acuna will be ending next week, and then the following on Wednesday, and then the following week will be ending Shane Bieber. Remember, this is the probably the only time in the immediate future that you'll be able to get a charter membership for the retail price. The only other time they'll ever be available for the retail price is if the athlete themselves decides to release more into the community out of the maximum mint guarantee that we have set forth. So obviously we're past now on Mikey, Tatis, and now Vlad. So the only place you'll be able to get those is either on the free giveaways that we have going on or in the marketplace. Speaking about free giveaways, I know I mentioned it a little bit earlier. If you head over to the I Got It memorabilia collection event, we loaded up ton, a ton of free autographs and cool memorabilia. We got Hall of Famers autographs. We got MVPs. We even got cleats worn by a Super Bowl champion in the Super Bowl. Got a lot of cool things. Definitely check it out. Free giveaways. That's our bread and butter is in the physical memorabilia. So we want to help expand that into our community and help get some cool things out there. In terms of the immediate roadmap, so I've seen a lot of questions, and I'll try to cover this in a blanket statement in terms of what you guys can expect from us. So how we're going to be structuring the release of our 50 plus athletes that are in our pipeline is we're going to be is keeping all of the athletes within one sport together. So for instance, we obviously just released all of our soft launch for all of our baseball guys. Expect the same when it comes with NBA, NFL, college football, MMA, and so on. Um, so what you can expect is over the next coming weeks, as these initial offerings are ending, is you'll be seeing the follow-on NFTs for Tatis, for Vlad, for Acuna, and before we start getting into the offerings and drops for other athletes. So we'll obviously keep you in the loop there. So that this is the last couple of weeks to really get in at that ground floor. Obviously, a lot of you guys saw the Mikey Williams event NFT, super cool. And I was actually on the phone with Vlad's agent, and I'm meeting up with them on Friday to capture the content for his fallen NFT. Obviously, some big Vlad news just happened, and unless you were living under a rock, obviously Ronald Acuna just had some big news last week. So we're really excited about what these event follow-on NFTs can and will be. In terms of kind of roadmap, I know there are have been a lot of questions throughout the week on portability. That is something that I got it as a whole is building into our system. Obviously, everything right now is hosted on I got its marketplace. We are working on portability. While it won't, or ultimate portability. So while that won't be something that's going to happen tomorrow or next week, we expect that to happen around the new year. So that's something that is, and it is happening, and we have been listening to what you guys have been saying and the feedback we've been getting, and we want to let you guys know that we are working on that. As well, the gifting functionality will be available at 2 weeks max, hopefully around 7 days. But we don't want to promise something and not be able to deliver. So I would expect around the 1 to 2 week mark, you'll be able to actually start gifting your NFTs. Obviously, that's is super important. You guys can be able to share with your community. So we're excited about that. So those are the two biggest aspects that as pertain to the digital side. We're expecting to continue to have physical memorabilia involved in our marketplaces as well. So I would love to hear what you guys like. If there's, out of all of our clients, both teams and athletes, if there's things you want to see, let me know. I'll do my best to help get them up there. We'll have regular auctions as well as our sweepstakes and everything else that you come to see with that got it. So that is that. I will hand it off to Austin to introduce our charter members and take it away.
All right, so first we have game 1040. I'm gonna put him in. Oh, hold on. Game 1040. Can you request to become a speaker, and then I can just let you in right now?
Oh boy, come on, Austin. Bear with us, guys. Sorry.
There you go. All right, game 1040 is about to get in. Hey,
Hello, how is everyone tonight?
hey, what's going on?
How you doing? So why don't you tell the community what brought you in, who which charter holders you have, how you got to know those athletes, and if you have any questions for us, we'd be happy to answer.
I can't hear the volume somewhat down. Um, Hold on a second. Could you repeat that again?
Why don't you introduce yourself to the community? Why don't you let everyone know which charters you're a holder of, how you got to learn about the charter program, some things you like, some things you don't like, and if you have any questions for us.
Yeah, my name is Carlos, and so I currently hold the charter memberships for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Ronald Acuna Jr.
Awesome.
So I basically found out about I got it through, I think it was Twitter, in which or Instagram, one of the two. Yeah, it was actually Instagram. Where Fernando Tatis Jr. was actually showing his NFT through Instagram, and so I figured it out through there. And so I think I really enjoyed for now, especially with like the ability to invest in a career, in an athlete's career, and the overall experiences that go along with it. Um, I really have enjoyed like the past few weeks, especially with the new giveaways that have been put on the I Got It website and through the various places. Um, yeah.
Awesome,
Awesome.
awesome. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. Do you have any questions for us about anything that we're doing while we have you on?
Yeah, a quick question that I have because I know that, especially with the, as you said, you're doing with the NFL, NBA, and also MLB players. How does how is I Got It different or similar compared to NBA Top Shot, or I'm not sure if you're Candy that
Yeah.
has been released through the MLB, and how does this NFT fit into the overall picture of sports NFT into the future?
Yeah, so obviously very familiar with Candy and with Top Shot, obviously. So there's a couple of differences, namely Top Shot and Candy. They work directly with the league versus we work directly with the players. And Top Shot is specializing in the highlight space. While with the Mikey first event NFT, you did see highlights. That isn't all that we're capable of doing. You could see digital memorabilia. You could see, additional content, different creativity up to the athlete 100%. So it's not just highlights. And we're focused on the actual utility of you get to actually be a part of this athlete's career. And something that's obviously really important about our program is the athlete's able to actually directly benefit from the success of the project. If LeBron James Top Shot goes and sells for $250,000, he doesn't get a penny. So we're being able to work directly with the athletes is our ultimate goal. And then even projects like Autograph, it's that's a digital card. And I actually saw a question about a digital card. Yes, that is something that we can do. And again, it's ultimately up to the athlete. What the athlete wants is what's going to be part of their charter program. If they want to highlight this, if they want to highlight that, that's what it's going to be. So it's ultimately up to them. Our job is to help execute and help share with the community what we're doing. And that's what we'll do. But Game 1040, appreciate you having you on. Look forward to keep seeing you in the community.
Appreciate it, Game
Thank
1040.
you very much.
All right, next we have New York fan or NY fan. NY fan, can you request to become a speaker? And we're just gonna wait for his request. He's in here, I see him. All right, NY fan, I've given you access. NY fan, you might have to join the speakers.
Hopefully this is not what
Oh,
all New York fans.
welcome.
There he is. Welcome, New York fan, fellow New York fan. What I like to see.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can.
Welcome.
Why don't you introduce yourself to the community? Tell us what charters you have, and if any, we'd like to hear about your thoughts on the charter program, and if you have any questions for us.
Excellent. So I've been a collector my whole life. It started out with baseball cards when I was a kid, and it evolved to autographs, and got very creative at building an autograph collection. And then as I grew into adulthood, it expanded to game news, memorabilia, and T-shirts, banners, magazines, anything that was collectible, especially for my beloved New York teams. I've invested in and have owned over the years, and that's spread throughout my family.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
So, which charters do you hold?
So I'm brand new to NFTs. Love them. I spent 25 years as a wealth manager, so I love
Oh wow.
securities, and I love to be able to invest in athletes. So out of the gates, I invested in Mikey Williams
All right.
and
Smart man.
Ronald Acuna, Vladdy Jr.,
Okay.
and Fernando Tatis Jr.
Ah, you're all
Awesome.
over.
Yeah.
That's what we like to see. Do you have any questions for us about the charter program at all, about the community or anything like that?
So I have two questions. The first question is how do you add other baseball stars and match what you've already done so quickly out of the gates? That's the first question. And then the second question, what's next for NFL NFTs?
Yeah, so on the baseball side, so we actually have signed a couple of more baseball players on the heels of the soft launch for our current baseball players. We're actually working out a potential drop schedule in conjunction with a grander overall scheme, if you will. And I mean, this baseball launch was only a soft launch. We didn't pull out all the marketing stops like we did with Mikey, and that was on purpose. We wanted to learn the market, and obviously, we wanted to make sure that we took the right approach and actually showing that these baseball players and these athletes as a whole are bought in. Because I'm sure a lot of you guys know on the other athlete NFTs, like the athletes, it's a quick cash grab. They drop it, and then it's nothing. We want to actually prove, and we're more than happy to prove that these athletes are actually invested in this project and actually care. So that was a big emphasis for us. That's the overall plan, is seeing how the market reacted to different things that we did, learn from it, then continue to drop more. On the NFL side, we will be launching a very, very, very big activation. I would say on the probably around the new year, as well. A lot of big things will be happening around the new year, but that will be our version 3.0 of our NFTs. A lot of you saw that what we did with the Detroit Pistons. That was version 1.0. Our charter membership program is 2.0. And 3.0 is going to be very, very cool. And that is going to be in conjunction with a lot of crazy, crazy football stuff. So I would stay in the loop. And as well, you can see a couple of our football players that we have in our pipeline on our website. Obviously, Tyreek Hill, Aaron Donald. We have a lot of big names, both current, both retired, both up and coming. So really excited about football. Great question.
All right. Awesome. Thanks for
New York fan.
Yeah, thanks for
Thank
coming
you
by.
for stopping by.
Appreciate it, and appreciate the question. All right. So now I wanted to get into kind of an upcoming feature for our Discord. But first, let me introduce myself, because this is probably the first time you guys are hearing about me or of me. So first of all, hey guys, my name is Austin. You may see me around the Discord, replying to you or somebody else. I handle a chunk of the back-end bot stuff for our Discord, as well as many of the graphics you may see around the server. For example, the Player of the Week graphics I roll out every Sunday or Monday or Thursday if there's a game. So if you have any questions about the bots or something that isn't working properly on the server, come to me. So I just want all of you listening currently to let you know about an upcoming feature that's coming for the server. So right now we are a fairly small community, and we are trying to build something. We're trying to build something special for everybody to enjoy, to partake in. So we want to reward you guys who are helping drive users into our Discord, as well as helping pre-existing users. A prime example is a couple weeks back, a user known as Blind Dollar, shout out to Blind Dollar, helped out a confused user during one of our NFT drops. We saw his contribution and we rewarded him with a free NFT. Something else you could do is create a permanent invite link, and we here at I Got It, we track all our invites, and we will be able to see how many users you bring in. And yeah, that's definitely something we will notice. But to move back on that upcoming feature I just mentioned, basically it's a leveling up system, which veteran Discord users will be familiar of, as it is fairly common in many public Discords. But to those who are not, let me break it down really quick. All of your messages count towards points. So all the messages, like while you were just regularly chatting, if you reply to somebody, those counts towards points for your account, for your Discord account. A certain amount of points will grant you a level. Now, what does being a high level mean for you? We are setting up a reward goal system based on what level you are. So let's say you hit, for example, let's say you hit level 20. You may get a discount code that you can use on our site. And the higher levels will grant you more lucrative rewards, such as free items, entry into a level gated giveaway. But all in all, the rewards are still being tweaked. We plan on rolling this feature out by this week or next week, but most likely by the end of this week. The system itself is already in place. If you check NFT Talk, I'm going to post the current leaderboard. This should show the leaders of the server currently. So this is just to show that the system, the leveling system is in place, but the rewards are not yet finalized. But you can start working towards these rewards now. We hope that this feature will guide more engagement within the community, incentivize you guys to continue chatting away and having good conversation with your peers here in the Discord. And finally, in the spirit of building this community, please, as always, let us know what you think. If you have any ideas, please post them into our server suggestions channel. You know, this is something we're small right now, but we're trying to build this together, right? We can't do this alone. So we love taking user feedback into account, and don't be afraid to speak, right? We're all sports fans here. We could talk a little bit and we could take a little bit. So yeah, of course, don't be afraid to speak. We love hearing from you guys. We have plenty more features down the line, and we'd love to hear your ideas for features that we can add to our server. And yeah, that's it for that leveling feature. But if please check the NFT talk. That's the leaderboard right now. All your messages currently are being counted towards your leveling. But we will finalize the rewards, and those channels will be set up by the end of this week for sure.
And I'll be shocked if someone can pass me at number
Yep.
one.
No, I got level
Honestly,
10.
if you pass me, the reward will be definitely worth it. I promise you that.
All right.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Appreciate you breaking that down. We're excited to see how that rolls out, and we're gonna do some other cool stuff built around this leaderboard. All right, so I'm gonna start getting into some questions.
Oh, no. Sorry, guys. 1 second.
Under these stuff will be on for so place those two it's not too late to everyone expect some obviously huge news with Acuna, huge news with Vladdy. Tatis, we got some potentially exciting news a couple days away. So we're excited for what that can potentially be. I mean, if this is not the best time to to get your charter member with what these guys have coming, we're really excited for that. Then, like I said, in conjunction with a big announcement that we have in December or January, probably it'll probably most likely be in January. You can see our NFL guys and a lot of our other sports start to roll out. How do you think the secondary market will play out in terms of resale value? It's a very interesting question. That's honestly something that we're learning every day. I mean, every day has been different. We've seen, I mean, even on day one, we saw a black charter, a Mikey black charter sell out for, no, it was a Tatis charter sell out for $4,500. We've seen black charter event NFTs sell for 250. We've seen people, especially after a lot of these the initial offerings end, we've seen people active in the marketplace and buying platinums. Honestly, I think from what you guys could be able to see on the analytics page, the platinums are the ones that are selling the most and the most active, and that's what they're intended to be. So we're really excited about that. Obviously, there is a very, very minimal amount of NFTs on the marketplace now, and that's just the nature of, again, we're so early into this. There's only been one NFT for the entire Charter Club program that has been released. So as more start to get released, we'll start having more in the program. I'll release the numbers on the low mid serial counts. And obviously that's super exciting how those could potentially be worth a lot, as this program continues to grow. So we're really excited about the potential of the resale value, and we're honestly encouraged of what we've been able to see so far. How will you select the event NFTs? So that's very interesting. And again, I want to reiterate, like, this is the athletes charter program. We can make suggestions to the athletes, to their agents, to their teams, to be like, hey, this was a big event, right? And I don't think anyone had any debate whether the Hank Aaron Award was a big one for Vladdy, or the World Series was for Acuna. That was kind of a slam dunk. But when it comes to like the stuff off the field, when it comes to the stuff of like big moments on the field, like obviously these players work their entire lives, blood, sweat, and tears putting into this. Like, they know when they do something big. And we have open lines of communication where the second it happens, we start putting it into place. And again, if they want to partner with another creator, another artist to make that NFT through the charter program, so be it. So it ultimately comes down to the athlete, and we're here to help their program be successful and be executed properly. Oh, is
Joe actually just
is
joined.
that Joe? Welcome.
Hey, Joe.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes, we can. Joe, so it's a
Yep.
pleasure to have you in. We were just getting into some questions, but would love to introduce you to the community, to those listening, and to those that will be listening later on YouTube. Would love to give a little background on Joe and have you share what we're working on.
So background on myself first, Noah. Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So thank you, everyone. I'm the chairman, largest shareholder of I Got It. We are in the business of memorabilia, digital collectibles. As you probably know, our business is really three parts today. One, we have a team business with organizations like the Kansas City Chiefs, the New Orleans Saints, the Detroit Pistons, and Milwaukee Bucks, where we create we have memorabilia auctions for them, and we also do NFTs. And we're at the convergence of memorabilia, physical memorabilia, and NFTs. So imagine watching a game at Arrowhead, being able to bid on a ball that Mahomes throws, and then at the end of the season, we'll convert his helmet into NFTs. Our second business, which we're really excited about, is our Pro Football Hall of Fame business. We call it our museum business because it's soon to be followed by basketball, tennis, and others. And what we do there is we take artifacts from the museum, which you would otherwise visit and see at Canton, and we turn them into NFTs. So we're going to be launching that product probably around the Super Bowl, which we're really excited about. But I think the idea is in a limited edition, you can actually buy NFTs related to items within the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So priceless artifacts that sit in the museum today can be accessible on your phone, and eventually hologram technology everywhere. And then our third business, which I think is why everybody's probably in our fan cave today, is our individual player deals. So we're off to a great start with our soft launch. Technology's been going well. We continue to accept feedback and look at tweaking the product. But the idea really is to turn an NFT program into an investment platform for users to be able to invest and take part in the upside of their favorite athletes. So you'll see a group of baseball players that we've launched. We were very, very selective in how we pick them. And if you think Fernando Tatis, one of these for $1, and then continue to stockpile them or to sell them. So I'm already selling my Mikey Battle of Miami NFTs I got for $1 for upwards of 30 or 40. So it's at least working for me. So you'll see us continually innovate. We're working on something pretty cool right now with March Madness, which will roll out. We're committed to growing our player business. We're going to do it thoughtfully and purposely. Our early adopters will get rewarded for their attention today, and this will be hopefully a really large exchange for people to invest in their favorite athletes through NFTs.
That's awesome.
No, did I get everything?
Yeah, but why don't you give a little bit of background on what you were doing before I Got It?
Oh, sure. So I actually do not come from technology or sports, even though I am a sports fan. I live in Manhattan, and I'm a Knicks season ticket holder, and also believe it or not, a Raiders season ticket holder, which I sell all my tickets.
Oh, wow.
And I actually come from the hedge fund world. So I was a partner in a hedge fund for 15 years. When I turned 40, I just started making investments in companies that I liked, that I thought would be exciting for growth. I Got It really, if you like sports, we're kind of at the forefront of all the really interesting things with memorabilia and technology. So you'll see us have a lot of fun with sports. And we're already working on the next products beyond what you see today.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you having on, and I'm sure the community is nice to see the man behind what's going on.
Any other questions I should be answering?
No, I think you
Yeah,
covered it.
you're
I mean,
good. Yeah.
you crush this. I appreciate you hopping on. You feel free to
Okay.
hang on if you want. If I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
going through a couple of questions.
Yep, I'll mute
Um,
myself.
All
But
right.
if anybody wants to DM me if they ever have any questions or comments on product or experience, we'd love to hear it.
Awesome. Yeah, and the same goes for all of us. I know
Yep.
that a couple of you guys have been reaching out with fantastic ideas, and we're more than happy to talk.
I'll mute myself. Carry on, please.
Thanks for coming, Joe.
So all right, so the next question, will there be playing card looking NFTs? I think I touched on this a little bit before. I mean, this is open. The possibilities are endless of what this can look like. Again, it could be digital renderings of memorabilia. It could be 3D. It could be holograms of the athlete themselves. It could be like a sports science type thing. It could be card. It could literally be anything, and that's up to the athlete. And that's what I think really makes it special, is that it can be anything the athlete wants it to be, and it's true to their charter membership. As I'm sure, how will Vlad be promoting it? I'm sure you saw that Vlad posted on his Instagram story today, and let's all give a round of applause. I know English is not his first
Yeah, his
language,
English
but
is
he
great.
did a fantastic
Yeah,
job,
for sure.
I thought, in getting that over. And something that'll be interesting with him is, like, he's obviously bilingual, and so we'll be able to, as his charter member NFT, his charter NFT will be in both languages, which we're excited to do. So it's not only for this current demographic that we have, but we'll be expanding into larger demographics that are a little more native to the athlete themselves and to, honestly, the game of baseball. So that's exciting. Is the Black membership the only opportunity to hold an actual NFT such as a punk? Fantastic question. So the Black holders all will receive a punk of the athlete that they get, and we'll be able to transfer that onto OpenSea. So that will be fully portable. And then you can buy one from a Black charter holder. So I mean, that's I know Joe has one in his profile now. I mean, that's obviously a little bit, the profile picture NFT is obviously a little bit of a different space than what our charters are in, but we think it's a little nice kind of creativity that we can add to it and really show that we want that Black charter to really be above and beyond. And we hope to see the resale on those pop off once we close everything down. Because I mean, if you think about it, there are only 7 Mikey punks out there now, only 7 Tatis punks. And to the next question on the final count, I will have to get back to you on that. I will post tomorrow the final counts on Tatis and on Vlad, and I'll be able to share that with you guys. So Evan asked, I love all the merch sweepstakes. Do you foresee doing these exclusive to charter members? Yeah, I think I touched on it a little bit. We'll have, around our AMAs, we'll have stuff that are giveaways more geared towards the charter members. The goal of these giveaways today and what we're rolling out is to help get more people introduced to the platform and help them engage and get on board, whether they're not an NFT collector yet, to help get them in the door with something that is tangible, such as a physical item, help teach them what an NFT is, what the charter program is all about, and to help to continue to grow this community. So that was the goal of these. We'll have obviously different giveaways and different things like that, with obviously different goals to give back to the community, give back to the charter holders, and things of that nature. So that looks like it. Is there any other final questions from anyone?
If you guys had any questions about the feature that I introduced earlier, please go ahead and ask them. If there was any confusion, that feature will be rolled out by the end of this week. So hopefully, if you had any confusions, that will be cleared up by then, or when it releases, you can ask me then. You can feel free to DM me, of course.
Appreciate it, Austin. So thank you, guys. We'll wrap it up. Joe, thank you for joining us. Thank you to our Charter Club holders for hopping in. We look forward to continuing to introduce everyone and help everyone get to know each other a little bit more. feel free to drop in the Gridiron channel. Where is Odell Beckham going? As a Giants fan, this saga never ends. But I would love to see where you guys think he'll go, and if he ends up at one of our team clients, that would be a little interesting.
I think he'd be
So
going to the Chiefs.
We'll take that. We'll take that. Austin will be posting the YouTube link for those that did not make it. We appreciate you guys all for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next week.
Yep.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, AP.